camera, guys. But what's up, guys? We are back. Episode 2.5. So we finally got the swivel fitting. It's an 8 AN to a 6 AN that will allow my fuel regulator to face forward when I remount it back. Basically, it'll be like right here on top of the intake manifold. So that's done. Now we're gonna go ahead and prep this and get it all ready. I gotta remove all this glue right here. Don't ask why it's there, please. But I gotta remove the glue. And then I'm gonna see if I could use this hole right here. Another thing I need to look at is where I'm gonna put this fuel filter. My old one is like banged up really bad. So I just grabbed the cheap one really quick because this isn't really super important. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be anything super expensive. I gotta put these on too. But I'm not gonna put these on until I figure out exactly how I wanna do that. Other than that, yeah, that's where we're at. So what I'm debating is, should I use this hole down there? See that hole? That hole down there? Yeah, we can use that, or we can bring it up higher, which I think higher would look more attractive if we bring it up to like right there. That might be the way I want it, because then the line isn't way down. I don't know if I like it being this far down, but that doesn't look terrible either. The line being down that far doesn't look terrible either, but I think I may want it up higher, or I may make a bracket to bring it up even higher to like right there. But I just don't know yet, so we're gonna figure that out. So essentially, guys, this is how it'll run. If you know K-Series, if you know most four bangers kind of run similar to this. We may have to do some trimming of the line, but this is basically what it's gonna look like. The next thing for me to do would be to figure out exactly how I'm gonna mount the flex fuel sensor and move these grounds out the way so I can do so. And that's it. Got those two pieces together like this. Now that we got those two pieces, we connect that, and that makes everything sit flush. Let's see how it looks once it's done. And then we can go ahead and take the flex fuel sensor off the bracket once we see where it sits and measure it. We'll get our lines right to the right length so that way there's no excess, and we'll go ahead and then mark where we're gonna drill the extra hole to get the flex fuel sensor bracket mounted. Again, guys, this is strictly for me to see exactly where I want to put the flex fuel sensor. The best way to do that is to connect it and then place it where I need it to be so you can have a realistic understanding of how it will sit. And so that's why this is kind of out of turn. Just wanted to explain that to you guys. Okay. Okay. Now, the fuel rail will sit up here. The fuel rail will sit up here on essentially like that. Obviously not exactly like that, but essentially like that. And so I can do a cut. I think I'm gonna cut up here. I'm gonna cut all the way up here, and then I'll be able to place this on top. And that's kind of how it'll be. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this now. So now this fitting will go into that end of the hose, face up, and we can look at exactly how we want to mount our flex fuel sensor, right? right, cool, there it is. That fitting's on. Now, come up around. And we can fit and see exactly where it's gonna sit. All right, guys, so now what we're doing is we're back here trying to figure out where exactly we want to put this fuel filter canister and how we want to mount it, because I'm thinking I may want it like right there, so I'd have to shorten this up a bit. About to see it right now. Let's see. So I can mount this bracket. I think I'd want it like, oh, let's get this shit organized first. Okay, so first off, I like that kind of like not too slacky. I don't want it to be real slacky. So we're gonna put a little bracket, a little what you call right there. All right, I want y'all to see this. All right, so we're gonna put like a little bracket that'll hold these together nice and neat right here. Then it looks like this guy will go like up in here somewhere. And the line, we got one more bracket we need to put for that little rivet hole down there. And that's pretty much it, man. We're close. We're like super close. See that rivet hole? Yeah. Away from the car. I transport vehicles, JDM vehicles, exotic vehicles, your daily drivers, trucks, whatever you need. We usually work around the mid-Florida, South Florida area. And if you need any services, let me know. Let's get back to the action. The goal has always been to have my own location so I can be as creative as possible. I've always been nervous about getting it done, but we have to face our fears every once in a while and sooner than later. Am I right? I hope you guys continue to follow along as I continue to build my all-wheel drive dream car and my shop. Let's just say that I did a thing and I'm excited about it. I'm looking towards the future and I plan on keeping you guys updated along the way. I'm sorry about the content not being extremely, on point and perfect. We're working on it. I'm doing this pretty much by myself. I don't have much help and I have a very large family. Please stay tuned for more information on what's going on with the car in my shop.